What is up, guys? We're here at Kobey's Swap Meet, taking a look at some Diecast. Got quite a few here. Some reds, a lot of these that I already have. Not a bad looking group of cars here. Mostly focused on picking up some of the JDMs that I don't have. Have all of these. There's one I'm definitely looking for. I wasn't able to find this one in store, depending on what we can get a deal on that one. There's the Momo Golf. It's an awesome one. Great 510 wagon. There's an older STI. It's nice. Pretty cool choices here. Here's the non-super RX3. Pretty nice ones here for sure. Really nice look here. A couple Z-Max, have a ton of those. Some Honda set cars. There's the RX-7, that's a nice one. It's one I'm probably interested in. Haven't been able to find that one. So in that color, it's the green. Really nice looking.
Oh, okay. On these bags?
A couple of gassers.
Okay. And then
some really nice stuff. Got a few premiums hanging up here. Some Boulevards.
Okay.
It's an older one.
Okay. Thank you.
300Z. Some Fast and Furious. There we go. Let's see what we got up here. GNX. There's that Boulevard NSX and the JH3 series, that Honda City Turbo back there. Yeah, some pretty nice ones. It's our first stop today, so we're still taking a look at a lot of cars. I'll do something in the end, kind of show you what we pick up from here, but just a view of what it's like here. This Kobey Swap Meet, pretty big. A lot of people. It's one of the main swap meets here in San Diego. Some of you guys call them flea markets, but out here we call them swap meets. So definitely some good stuff here. A lot more places to look. Oh, here's a nice one. Nice looking Porsche right there. For sure, definitely going to be interested in something like that. Oh, here we go. There's the Honda Odyssey in the turbo setup. It's a nice one. I almost passed that one up. Definitely going to think about getting that one. We're also here on a double quest. We're looking for Pokemon. Here's a few more over here. So if you guys don't know, Cade is a Pokemon collector, so we're going to be looking for Pokemon today. Here's some older red editions. There's the Gotta Go in the red edition. So that's the treasure hunt out of the P case from last year, 2022. But here it is in its red edition setup. There's a Porsche 914 Safari. Nice 2018 Bentley right there. It's a nice looking Mini too. This is a little older car, probably 2012. Pretty nice. But we'll definitely keep this one in mind. We always look around before we commit to buying anything, just so we can take a look at whatever everything is out here and what's going on. So we'll keep walking around and we'll come back and let you know. Turn it back on here in the same booth. We got some really nice looking JDM cars here. I'm definitely missing this orange RX-7. Mark over at Dotson Diecast cracked one of these open a couple of weeks ago. I was so peanut butter and jelly on that one. Beautiful BNR32 in the Yokohama livery. We've got the TN Honda S2000, definitely another one that I'm looking for in the series. And I'm gonna try to see if I can work a deal on some of these because he's asking 15 on these. I think that's a little high. Here's some more of the premiums. Recognize that one, that's the current Super out of the B case. Some really good castings. This was a really popular one, the Civic EG. Really nice. Nice looking Bluebird right there. Gotta love that 510. M2, really nice. And as you can see, it's got all the good markings. It's a 750 piece. So it's a 750 piece chase. Nice. Right. Let's see if I can negotiate a couple of these off of him, and then we'll see what we get.
Did you see this one?
Here we go. We got a little box of Lucy's right here. Take a look and see what we got. There you go. Classic Stingray Beauty. Oh, look at this one right here. 55 Chevy. Love it, love it. Oh, that's a nice one. What is that? What is that guy? This might be a fantasy, buddy. Kind of looks like a Civic hatchback, but I don't think that's a licensed Civic. It looks like it should have a little Civic thing there on the front. This might be a Civic.
I'll look.
Take a look at that one. Let's see what we got here. Love this casting. I know everyone's not a fan of this, the drift style.
It's a Ford Focus.
Oh, it is a Ford Focus. Right on.
It says it right there.
That's a nice one. There we go, Ford Focus. That's a cool one. I haven't seen that one. Little Steelies on there. There we go.
What is this?
Cornflakes.
What is this?
Oh yeah, that's nice.
It's like a Beetle.
That's a nice one right there.
They got chargers.
Really cool rally setup on it. Awesome. All right, let's see what we got. This is the, I think this is the Tsunami. Let's see what we got here on the bottom. Not all of them have that on the bottom. Oh, okay. It's the Showstopper, so it's not the Tsunami, which was the early Supra. There we go. Another one of those fat backs. These things are cool. Gotta love them. See if we can find anything else cool in here. There we go. Almost like a Lambo, but not.
I think this is a Ferrari. No, it's a Corvette.
I think that's an old Camaro.
No, look at the front.
This guy right here.
It's a Ford.
Look at that. Shelby GR1 Concept. That's a nice looking casting right there. For sure, for sure. Still love that 55. All right, we're gonna go check some other spots. We're on a time frame here, so we're gonna move on.
If they had any, I don't have it.
Here we go. 6 Hot Wheels, $10. Let's see if we can find any for the collection. We're mainly focused on certain castings.
6 Hot Wheels from the front or the back here. Either one, your choice. All the way down.
Awesome deals. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
There we go. Look at this. 6 for $10. You're not going to find that deal. That's cheaper than going to Walmart right now. They're $1.20. Not a bad deal. Let's see if we can find any that we need. Love the blue cards. Metal on metal.
Wait.
Looking for older bone shakers for sure. What you got there? Oh, that's a good looking truck right there. I like that one. Little yellowing though on that blister. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's a Chevy Pro Stock. It's a nice one. I wish that blister was in a little better condition. Some of the old plastics Mattel used to use, now that before they've moved into the new UV stuff, they would yellow like that from the paint, oxidation off the paint. Oh, there's a cool one. Look at that Raceway Blues. That's a fantasy, but that's a great little setup. Love it. All right, let's jump around here, see what we can find. A lot of blue cards. Cade's on the hunt. He's helping me look. Let's see what we can't find. There's that Mustang Cobra. Beautiful livery on that one right there. Love it. All right, bring that one back in. Some of the old motorcycles. Definitely keep an eye out for the Harleys. Definitely keep an eye out for some of the old choppers, especially if it's in Orange County. Custom. Oh, there we go. Hot Wheels race team. There's a Cobra. It's a nice looking one. There's that Panos GTR one. Picked this one up for the Mustang Hunter last time we were here. That's a great casting. All right, coming around, trying to get you guys a good glimpse of everything here. Everything on the table, 6 for $10. Beautiful Batmobile, Kate pulled out right there. We might have to consider that one. That's a nice casting. Yep, that's one that we have, probably a 2012 model.
I've been
That's open.
riding trucks and cutting them up.
Let's see. Yeah, hold on to that one.
Yeah, I didn't see any cyclones.
Let's see here.
That's one of the reasons. Usually I collect VWs.
Just pick this guy up right here. This really good, the Cruise. That's a nice looking bike. I love the lines on that car. Little muscle tone.
Cut them up.
Coming down. Ah, look at the Merc.
And then I can change the color and too.
That's a nice looking bike right there. It's a scorching scooter. There's a nice looking Corvette. We have that one. Kate just pointed this one out to me.
Yeah.
It's a Flying Aces 32 Ford. That's a pretty nice casting. I have a few 32 Fords, so that's a possibility. We'll keep that one right here.
Because I think it was just too aerodynamic.
I do like this one right here. I love this
Now
Merc.
it probably would do good.
Beautiful 68 Mercury Cougar. Let's see what this guy is right here. Look at this Stingray
Yeah.
on this blue card. Beautiful collector 595. It's almost a Spectre Flame, almost. Really, really nice purple. This is definitely one we're gonna consider. I'll have Cade put this one in the maybe pile. Hold that one, buddy. All right, moving on down. There we go. There's another one of those stock car Camaros. Ah, that's a beauty. Look at this, guys. Check this one out, and it's on a short card. That is the Chevy Corvair. It's called a Very 8, but that is the Chevy Corvair right there. So they must not have had the license for this one just yet, so they could have used the name on it. That's definitely a cool one. Have that one, buddy. But that's another cool one. All right, we're keeping our eyes out for really cool cars. We always come here when we come to Kobey's. These guys here, really awesome deals. Let's see what this guy is sitting right here. There's a 93 Camaro. Collector number 505. That's a great looking casting right there. That's gonna definitely be in the maybe pile. We'll take a look at that one. Try to keep you guys in focus here as we move on down. There is a ton, as you can see, all the way down, all the way on the backside here. And we've got a lot of the 124 and even 118 scale stuff over here too. So definitely keeping our eyes out as we move down. Keep coming. Kate keeps finding him and he's calling me down, so I'm going to keep moving on down the line, but I want to give you guys a really good look at what's here. All right, check this out, guys. The early gotta go, right? So before the gotta go, there's the hot seat. So before the gotta go, they had the hot seat. Awesome. Love these square bodied Fords. Let me grab this one right here. Check this one out, guys. It's beautiful. Ford Thunderbolt. That one's really cool. Definitely a maybe. Driven to the max. Collector 245. Nice drag car. That is a metal on metal. Lots of old blue cards here, guys. I love coming here for this. Ah, Kay just found a nice 2-pack. Check this out. The Zender Fact 4 and the Steel Passion, which is based off the Purple Passion. That's a definite maybe. We're gonna keep that one out to the side. Oh, here we go. Some older Camaros and Dodge Challengers. We got the Concept. Chevy Camaro. It's a web trading card. And a Dodge Challenger SRT 8. Super cool. Definitely going to be in the maybe pile, especially for $6 or $10. We definitely want to find what we can. Look at this beauty. Custom V8 Vega. You don't see a lot of these, do you? Let's get it under here. Custom V8 Vega. That's a beautiful car right there. Love seeing these ones rotted out. For sure. All right. Moving on around here. Let's see what this guy is right here. Muscle tone. Ah, look at this guy. 4th of July. It's another Corvette SR2. It's a beauty. All right, so many cars, so little time. There's that Cunningham. I see that one at the Antique Mall quite a bit, so definitely a good one to take a look at. We have this one right here. The Robert Ford first edition of the Ford Thunderbolt. That's a beauty. Wow, look at this one right here, guys. This one just jumps out at you, and it has an opening canopy. It's the Dark Rider series, but it's in that really nice, that back metal. That's a really, really cool looking car right there. I love how they do that back metal, which that process is really hazardous to humans, which is why you don't see a lot of back metal on toys anymore. But definitely cool. All right, we're moving down, see what we got. All right, that one's a variation. Check this one out, guys. Turbo Taxi, 57 Chevy. We're definitely going to put this one in the maybe pile. Keep moving. I don't know if I'm going to get all of those, bud, but we'll definitely take a look. Oh, what do we got here? 93 Camaro. That's a beauty. Wind is whipping around through here, so hopefully it's not picking up too much in the mic right now, but it is definitely whipping through here. Getting our winter weather here in Southern California, dropping down into the 60s. This is heavy jacket weather for us. So for most of you in other places in the country, you're probably going, wow, I'd be out in shorts and a t-shirt right now. Nice beauty right here, 08 Dodge Challenger. It's got the red line tires on it, which is really cool. That's definitely going to go in the maybe pile. Another 57 Chevy right there. That's a beauty right there too. Love that. That's heavy too. That's a metal on metal. Let's see what year we're looking at. 06. Maybe not a metal on metal, but it's a heavy feeling casting for sure. All right, let's keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. All right, there's another 68 Cougar. That's a beauty. Absolute beauty. Check these out. We haven't even gotten to the other side yet, guys. There's a lot of cars here, so we're trying to take it all in, figure out ones we want to go with. And we always try our best to buy from these guys here because they always make some of the best deals. Ah, look at this guy right here. Look at that. Firebird funny car. That is on a blue card. Nice. That's definitely going to go into the maybe pile right there. All right. Let's see. Ah, look at the Chevy Nova. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, check this out. Yes. Love it. Look at that. Chevelle SS 396. It's a beauty. First edition right here. Would love to find the Ken block. That would be totally cool, but I doubt we're gonna find one here. He does have a lot of stuff, but a lot of it is what you'd find pretty basic stuff. It's not going to be anything super flashy, not a lot of exclusives or anything, but if you're trying to fill in your different cars, you definitely come here for castings, filling in holes in your collection. All right, guys, so I'm going to move around to the other side, turn the camera back on when we get there. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're at another table. I was just talking to a couple of nice gentlemen that are doing some customs. It was really loud in their booth, so I didn't really get a chance to film over there, but we're definitely going to be talking. They want to get some of my trucks that they do customs on. They do the swivel backs on their trucks, and so I'm really interested in seeing what they're going to do with those. So we're going to connect and see what we can do about possibly getting some trade for those. Check out some of these though. I love these old split windows like this. These are absolutely gorgeous. Great castings everywhere. Oh, here we go. Another Pontiac Banshee. There's that Viper. Loving these old blue cards like that. 93 Camaro right there. So many diecast vendors here, and it's really hard to just get through everything. You could spend all day here. You'll never get through all of the vendors here that are diecast vendors. Plus, we're stopping at the Pokemon vendors too, so it all adds up for time. But definitely want to stop at as many of them as we can in the time that we have. Yep. And so Cade, we got to make sure we're filming him as he's going along, getting his channel up and running as well. Another thumbs up. look at this one right here, guys. Have you ever seen that? Let me see if I can get a better look at this one. Check this out. It's called the Gleam Team. That thing is in gold. It's like bling in gold. That thing is crazy. Another awesome BMW right here with these Ultra Hots on it, the 850i. That is a great looking car right there. Absolutely love it. Right. A lot of duplicates here, and there is a lot of fantasy, but we're definitely keeping our eye out for the things that we're really after. Kate found another Dodge Challenger over here, a little older one in a Matchbox that's out of the Super Fast.
Yes.
Really nice. Definitely some great castings here. Hot Wheels Race Team. These are great right here. Gotta love it. Man, we are in diecast heaven here today, guys. So much to look at, so many different cars. Super cool. There's that first edition hot seat, inspiration for the Gotta Go. There's the race boat. Super, super cool, guys. Loving these cars. It's so nice coming here and getting to see a lot of the castings that even in the antique mall we don't see a lot of these because they just don't have the inventory in some of those places. Look at this one right here, guys. That Camaro is on fire. That thing is cool. Let's see. Check this out. X-Ray Cruiser Series. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna see, there's a couple in here that I'm interested in. We're gonna see what he's asking on these, and then we'll go from there. But we'll wrap up with this one and we'll head on to the next. Wow, guys, that was an epic day at Kobey Swapmeet. Unbelievable, just the people I met walking around. The diecast community was live and well at Kobey's. There were so many vendors, more than I've ever seen. And I'm telling you, I'm thinking that this community is starting to really grow, and there's a lot of new collectors out there. So many great castings to check out. And this is the haul right here. And we are gonna go through all of it together, and I'm gonna let you know what I found. So let's get to it. All right, first up, one I needed for the collection. You guys probably have it. That's okay. I definitely needed it. It's this beauty right here. It is this 95 Mazda RX-7 FD. Now this one is just absolutely gorgeous in this orange enamel. My goal is to eventually get all of these awesome FD castings, and so I'm working to get to that point. We made a pretty big dent in that this weekend, and I was so glad I picked this one up, but that's number one. All right, next one up. We got this beauty right here, and this one, couldn't pass it up. Same family, different automaker. It is the Datsun 240Z, and it is in this beautiful, beautiful red and white livery. Got a lot of the great sponsors here on the side. CP24, just simply amazing the way they did this one. I love the 240s. I love when they do them in the racing decos like this. This was definitely one on the target list. So glad I found it. And the guy that I got this from was just as excited about diecast as I was. We were talking, we were exchanging Instagram. We were getting a lot of good, bartering and trading and, working deals out. And it just really came down to the castings that I wanted the most. And so he was able to cut me a great deal, and I got a lot of these from him and from quite a few other vendors there as well, who I'm now happy to say we've connected, and I'm already starting to make some trades and work some deals out with too. All right, next one up. This gorgeous beauty right here, and it's one that I've been looking for in the collection for a long time, and it is, of course, the Honda Civic CRX 1985. This one, of course, let's see, this one is out of what year? 2016. So this is 2016 Night Burners, 2015 on the back, 2016, but absolutely beautiful. And I love the way this looks. This is a classic 80s CRX. You probably would have seen one of these cruising down the road in the late 1980s to mid 1980s. And This is the styling you would have seen. And of course, it's got these beautiful Y5s that really accentuate an 80s style. I love the way they did the pop-up headlight look in the front. And it is not the see-through back because it is an 80, so we didn't see that until late 80, 89, 90. This is the classic body, but it was one of the CRXs I definitely needed for the collection. So glad I picked that one up. And next up, oh, this one, man. So I really had to work some deals on this one. This one, if you don't know, is the Kmart exclusive, the TN Honda S2000, of course, from Ryo Asada. But look at this casting, guys. That smoke gray, the green, just screams hot import nights. Absolutely gorgeous all the way around. This is a great casting. This was definitely one that I was targeting. I've been looking for a while, and now another S2000 for the collection, and another nod to my favorite and no longer with us, designer at Hot Wheels, Ryo Asada, his beautiful S2000. All right, shifting back into Mazda mode. One of the last ones that I needed to find, and it's this beauty right here. This one has been plaguing me for a year, trying to find the right deal, trying to find this casting, and getting this one into the collection. Had the green, had the black, had the Zamac, had the Falcon livery, all the different FDs that have come out, but this was just the one that was the hardest to chase down. Of course, it too is out of the Night Burners for 2018, the 50-year anniversary of Hot Wheels. And man, it is as delivered in hand. This thing is an absolute beauty. Wish they hadn't used the 10 spokes on here, but you know what? You can't get everything the way you want it. I wish they would have put those TE37 looking wheels on here. It would have looked so much better, but I am not complaining. I'm so glad to finally get this guy into the collection. All right, we're gonna shift out of JDM for a minute, and this was one that Cade actually came across, and I actually like it. And I know we get 1,000 of these in our boxes, our cases, but man, this is a nice looking Batmobile. And of course, you can tell this is the classic Batmobile from Batman the movie. One of the more early productions of this casting. We see them so often that often when we see these, even in an older setting, we want to blow right past them. But he saw this one, he was all over it. We picked it up, and I am really glad that we did. This is a great looking Batman casting. I'm loving the way they did this. I have a few of my own. But Cade himself is going to put this on his wall along with his castings because he is absolutely in love with the Batman castings. We say quit making them. He says you can't make enough. So as long as they're making them, he'll get them. And he was so glad that we got this as a pickup. All right, next up, this beauty right here. And this thing was absolutely amazing. This was on the long video where I was going all the way down through the different collections, but I grabbed this one. One, it's a Corvette Stingray. Two, look at the paint on this car. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Spectra Flame. And if you don't know, prior to them really putting Spectra Flame only on premiums or onto the Super Treasure Hunts, there were select castings in the older models that received the Spectra Flame treatment. This is one of them, and it is that beautiful Spectra Flame purple, the Spectra Flame that we saw on the van for the Super Treasure Hunt last year. It's got the classic 5-spoke Hot Wheels wheel. I love it. It's collector $5.95, and this is out of 1996. So super, super cool. Older casting, but man, that thing just jumped off the table, and I was so glad to pick that up. And speaking of cars that jumped off the table, check this one out, guys. It is the 2008 Dodge Challenger SRT8, but look at that. On a mainline casting, red line wheels. That's what got me. I got pulled in, I saw those red lines, and I was like, yep, gotta have that one. So I'm not a big Mopar guy. I don't typically buy a lot of the Dodges or even a lot of the Chevy outside of Camaros and Corvettes, but Challengers are hard for me to pass up, especially when they look this good, and this one is no different. And this one is out of 2009. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. This green is a metallic green. It just jumps off of this card. Couldn't be happier, and it is a nice add to the collection. Of course, it's out of Muscle Mania, but man, what a pickup. And the deals I got on these from the guy at that long table, unbelievable, unbelievable. And keep it in the muscle car realm of castings. We picked up this guy too. It is the 69 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. And I could not be happier with this. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Just the black enamel, red racing stripes. Yeah, I know I go after JDM, but man, some of these cars just jump out at you and you're like, you know what? I like cars. And when I see a car I like and a casting I like, I grab it, and this one is no different. Absolutely beautiful. So glad that he was able to work some deals with us to get this one into the collection. And so, you know what? To the JDM guys out there, sometimes you got to appreciate some muscle too. All right, next one up. This one was super cool. And the whole time that I was looking at this casting, I was thinking of the Mustang Hunter. Now, of course, it's not a Mustang, but it is the Firebird funny car, and it is the one that has the lifting body. It's on the blue card, and it's heavy, super, super heavy. But look at the detailing on this funny bird Firebird, man. This is awesome. You got the Hot Wheels Racing livery on the side. Back here it says 1FC on the tail. But just everything about this car and the weight on this car is crazy. These old metal on metals, unbelievable how heavy and sturdy these things feel still in the package. This one is out of 1997. This is a 1997 Mega Graphic series, but man, definitely mega, definitely graphic, definitely awesome. So there you go, Mustang Hunter. Check that baby out. I know you're peanut butter and jelly on that one. All right, here we go. Next up, back to the core, back to the original reason I was looking, and it is this beauty right here. It is the Subaru WRX STI. It is a Gravel Crew livery. I guess it's basically let's see, digital circuit. So this would have been a series that they did in 2016, but this would have been one of the earlier new castings when they got the new casting for the STI, when they switched from the older style casting that they did in the first generation to this newer body style casting that we're seeing on the modern STIs that are being released in 2023. So this casting's had a pretty good run. It's about 7 to 8 years in, but it is one I did not have for the collection. And of course, anything in this red enamel looks great, but you throw some gold wheels on there and put it onto a Subaru and you are money. So there you go, guys, the Subaru WRX STI. Next one is one that I needed to help me complete my last year's 2022 treasure hunt run. And it is this guy right here. And this one, I'll tell you, I came across probably three total Q cases here where I'm at. There were never any treasure hunts, never any of the really good castings out of this case. And I had no chance of finding this thing in the wild because, for one, there are a lot of collectors in my area, and if you're not there day one, they are gone. And two, we know that this one was short packed in later cases, either at the factory or they just weren't putting them in, but people were opening 5, 6, 7 cases in a row of Q case, not finding one treasure hunt. So I count my lucky stars that I was able to find this, and I got it at a really, really good price, and I'm happy. It took me 4 months, but there it is. It is the Wild Pony, of course, the Mustang funny car. Now this, we know, is not a lifting body funny car. This is a lifting body funny car, but this is where the cost cutting comes in 2022 and 2023. So what you get now is a plastic base, metal body, but it's still 100% awesome. Love this thing and was glad to pick it up. All right, next one up, guys. We have quite a few, so hang in there with me. It is this beauty right here, and it is the Honda Civic Type R. Now, you're probably saying, hey, isn't that out of the Honda series? Well, yes, it is, but not the most recent Honda series, right? This one actually came out 2022 towards the end, and it is an absolute beaut. I love this series. I love the Honda Civic Type R. 2016 was the introduction of the Civic Type R to the Western market, the United States. First time we saw an actual Civic Type R. I would say North America, but they did have Civic Type Rs in Canada, but now we have them here in the United States, and I can pretty much tell you they're here to stay. This thing is an absolute beauty. I love the color setup on this. I love the Yokohama badging on the side. I love the Steelies with the nice, beautiful red ring around the edge, but everything about this build is absolutely beautiful. And of course, this is out of the Honda series from Walmart, but man, what a great casting. So glad I was able to grab that thing. All right, back to the JDM world. Let's stay Honda. Yep, so this is one that I was debating on just buying outright on eBay. I was trying to make trades for this. Nobody wanted to give this up. This is out of one of the earlier Honda releases, the Honda series from Hot Wheels, and you can take a look on the back at what was available here. Of course, you had the CRX, the EF, which is what I'm holding, the Civic Si, the Honda S2000, the Odyssey, the Honda Racer, that beautiful Civic EF, that's this one again, and then of course you got the little motorcycle on the back. But man, absolutely gorgeous. I love that they incorporate the Honda emblem into the packaging itself, and the shot of that EF sitting sideways like that. Man, what a great car. Just everything about it. Now, I wish they would have thrown a white wheel on this. I think it would have really accentuated this car, because if you look in the picture, they almost look white. They're silver, obviously, but the wheel choice on here, they definitely could have gone with a better wheel choice, and putting that white mag on here or something like that, or even the white 10 spokes would have been awesome. It would have really given a little more character to this car. Of course, we don't have anything up here on the front. All of that tempo went to the hood and the sides, and nothing here on the back either, but an overall great looking casting. All right, next up, one of the heavy hitters out of the Nissan series, and it is this beauty right here, the Nissan Skyline GTR BCN R33. Now, I will say that the R33 is probably my favorite body code for the Skyline. I go back and forth between the 34 and the 33, but every time I see a 33, it just reminds me of why it's in my 1 or 1A for Skylines. This is absolutely beautiful, and I love the fact that it's done in a very simple, clean setup like you would get it from the factory out of Nissan. No spoiler added to the back and making it huge, no body kits, no crazy stance. It's just, this is what you would get, a stock factory GTR coming from Nissan. Absolutely gorgeous. Glad to get this one into the collection. Been coveting this one for a while and was so glad I was able to pick this one up at Kobey's. All right, moving on. We're gonna jump back into the domestic realm, and yep, I saw another Firebird. It matched up with the Firebird that we picked up first, and of course is this beautiful white enamel Firebird. It is the 1969 Pontiac Firebird TA, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous. And of course, it is a 2005 first edition. So this thing is just totally right in my wheelhouse when it comes to how a car should look when you see it sitting in the package and what draws you in. So glad I picked it up. And you set these two side by side and they are just absolutely awesome. The white looks great, the black looks great, really great cars, great additions to the collection. I couldn't leave them sitting there on the table. So glad that I picked them up. And you know, JDM is my main focus, but I won't pass up on a casting like this, especially one that looks that good. I mean, look at this thing. Overall, a 10 out of 10. Easy, 10 out of 10. All right, we're still going here, guys. All right. After picking up that beautiful Spectraflame purple, I saw this one glinting in the sunlight, and that is also, you guessed it, that is not just a baseline metallic red, that is also a Spectraflame red. Glaring out there in beauty for all to see, but it is this beautiful 1980s Corvette. And what's so awesome about this is we're actually seeing this casting make its way back into Hot Wheels this year. So this casting has been dormant for quite a while, but I'm gonna say this is probably an 85 or an 86 Corvette, and we know that the 86 Corvette is coming out in the D case, or is it the C or D case for this year, but we're getting to see it again. And it's got these really awesome saw blade wheels on here, or the 3 spokes actually. And when you have this thing in hand, man, it is unbelievable how clean the lines are in this car. I think this is going to be one of the better castings that comes out this year. That gold that they're doing it in is going to be awesome, and I'm definitely going to be looking for it. And I don't pass up good Corvettes. This was a great Corvette, so very, very happy to get it. And I'm so happy to find them when they're on these old blue cars. And this one, I believe, is Collector 503, and it too is out of 1996. So these blue cards will never get opened. They will probably be passed down to my children and their children, and there will be these things on cards until the cardboard disintegrates and the blister pops. So definitely an awesome pickup. All right, coming along, we jump out of the Hot Wheels and Matchbox realm, and we jump back into the luxury premiums, and it is this guy right here. And I have been looking for this one for quite a while. Of course, it is the infamous Kaito House, Junimai's company, partnered with Mini GT. It is number 12 in the series, but man, look at this thing out of the box. When I got home, everything else kind of got shuffled over in the bag. I immediately popped this thing out. I popped it open because I was just so excited to see what this car looked like in hand. So let's take a look at it, get it out of the box here. This is a lot harder to do with one hand than it looks, because these are packed in here super tight, super well. And I think I put it back in here way too well, but it's coming. There we go. All right. Get this guy out of here. Get some fresh air. There it is. Look at this beautiful casting right here. If that doesn't scream JDM, I don't know what is. June, you hit a home run with these wagons, and this color choice was absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of the color you see on the Japanese cherry blossom, but every inch of this car is done with purpose, with care, to the roll cage inside, to the small mirrors up here on the fenders, the deep dish tires, the beautiful work here on the tail lights, the way the bumpers just seamlessly flow into the casting. Everything about this is great. And if you're not somebody who has really been sold on Kaito House, you have to get a Kaito House casting in hand. Junimai is a master, and everything about this car is absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's get this one back into his house for now. Or her. It could be a her. We're not sure. Seal it back up here in the box. And we'll move on to another cool one that I picked up that I was actually kind of shocked to see, but it is this beauty right here. And of course, any of you guys that don't know what this is, this was the limited production 96 Supra Asia Special Edition done by Auto World. There was a limited amount of these produced, and they're not super, super rare, but they're rare enough. And to be able to find one with a box in this good a condition, super, super cool. Love the look of this thing, and it's gonna get opened up. This to me is probably one of the nicer looking Supras that I've seen from Auto World. I do have some of the on-card versions, but I love this color choice. I love the way that it's displayed in this box, and this is super, super cool. And I was so glad that I was able to make a deal for this one at the swap meet and get this one. I almost bought two. They had three, but I had to hold myself back. I bought just the one, but it's gonna be an awesome addition to the collection and probably go into my display case. All right, next up, 2 packs. One that I've been chasing down for a while. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. That is a great set right there, by the way. The 70 Roadrunner and the 70 Plymouth Superbird. We know which one it is. Oh yeah, it is this bad boy right here. It is the 2-pack with the Skyline GTR R32 and R34. And I think the only thing that would have made this a better setup collection was if this had been an R33 and an R32. But hey, you know what? This looks great. They did a bang up job on this set. I missed it in my area, and then they skyrocketed it up in price, and nobody wanted to part with them, and I finally waited it out long enough and was able to work out a great deal. In fact, I paid a whole lot less for this than I thought I was going to, and the guy that I got it from was so happy that I was happy that he kept dropping the price because I was getting happier and happier, and it was such a great deal. I picked it up, and I finally have this one added to the collection, and so glad that I have added that to the collection. All right, next up. Now this one's in box, and I kept it there for a reason because this thing had a pristine card on it, and it of course is the brother to the Kmart exclusive, and it is the white enamel version of the TN S2000. And this makes number 14 of the S2000s that I have. I'm only, I believe, three away from having all of the produced mainline S2000s that Honda has made. And I am super stoked about that, but I think I may leave this one in the box, or I may put the Kmart exclusive in. I'm not really sure yet, but no sense in really going into too much detail. It's a paint color change from the Kmart exclusive, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I got that one an honorable mention. And here we go. Next up, the Jewel. This baby right here has been evading me forever, but evading me no longer. Out of the 2019 Hot Wheels mainlines, it is this beautiful Nissan Skyline GTR BNR 32 in this beautiful blue with the Yokohama livery. And I know that people are super excited to see this casting come back this year. I believe in the D case it'll be in white, but man, I couldn't wait for the white one. I needed the blue one because I already have, I can't remember the other color. I believe it's in red, but man, this thing is so cool. Absolutely gorgeous. It's staying in the protector. Judge me, don't judge me, whatever. It's staying where it's staying. I love it. All right, guys. That was all of the ones that I picked up from Kobey's. I was able to score a couple when I was on my way back, and it was amazing. When you're not looking for things is when you find things. So if you guys follow Matchbox like I do, the newest Matchbox series that just came out had a certain casting that for some reason I could not find, and so I happened by a Big Lots, and of course, there it was, and it is this beautiful Toyota 4Runner. Now, I love the 4Runner, not only because my wife owns one and I love driving it, but because I love the shape, I love the look, and I think Matchbox absolutely nailed it. Now, I won't be doing a comparison in my upcoming series with Matchbox and Hot Wheels because there is no way I am opening that one sitting over there. Well, let's zoom in so you can see. I am not going to open this one to make a comparison, but what I'm hoping is we'll see a mainline come out from Hot Wheels, and I'll be able to put those two side by side, and we'll see who did it better, the Matchbox team or the Hot Wheels team. And you can say all you want about Hot Wheels produces less, so of course they can put in more quality, but the budget that Hot Wheels has got to be at least quadruple what the Matchbox guys get. So quit making excuses, Hot Wheels, just make quality. All right, and last but not least, I've been checking for this and looking for this and checking for this and looking for this. I saw a massive dump of This is, I believe, the F case treasure hunt, and it is this beauty right here at my local Walmart. There was a massive dump. I've shown that video. There's at least 4,000 cars in those 2 big baskets. Not one of these treasure hunts. I found 65 of the gold ducks, but none of this. And there was a mixture of F and G case in there. And for all the ducks I found and all the Zamax I found, I never came across the 17 Jeep Wrangler. Of course, this is the treasure hunt from the G case. Absolutely cool. So glad I was able to grab this. What a trip. What an awesome day. Got to spend it with my son. We were looking at Diecast. We were looking at Pokemon. We were just having a blast, and I was able to really update the collection and really get some of the castings I have been looking for quite a while. But hey guys, I'm already running into it. It's pretty long already. I'm gonna stop it here before we start pushing into the hour range. But hopefully you guys enjoyed coming along with me, getting to see Kobey Swapmeet. That was our second video there. I'm sure there will be more. But thank you guys for watching the channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a like, thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys on the next one. Again, this is Super JDM Diecast, and I am out.